Yeah, so for 2024, for cloud and software, investment is going to continue to grow. It's going to be at a much different rate than it has been historically, however. Slower growth, more selective investments, really looking for things that have a business case and a return to justify that. And so that's a change from the past for both vendors as well as organizations justifying those investments. So that'll be one big trend. The other one is a focus on Gen AI, figuring out the right use cases, getting started with pilots and trial investments, but really expanding to real investment throughout the year. And we've already seen that closing out 2023. So balancing the uncertain economic environment with ability to invest in selective Gen AI use cases that really change the way that business is done, lower costs, and have that ROI to justify those investments. And then the last thing is really looking for more ecosystem involvement to support business cases around new technologies like Gen AI, to have a cost-effective way to go to market for vendors. And this is vendors that historically have been more focused on direct sales. There's just been so much opportunity to go out and hire in a linear way to go out and attack that. They're looking for something that's more scalable, more cost-effective, and aligns to what customers want, which is really a solution rather than a collection of technologies that they have to put together themselves. Yeah, so first, so the Gen AI opportunity is huge. However, it's going to go to a lot of the current largest players, right? The scale of investment needed to really have the environments, have the infrastructure to support those use cases, it's not going to be new entrants to a large degree. So we're covering what AWS, Microsoft, Google, SAP, Oracle are doing in terms of building in Gen AI functionality, having separate offerings that they're able to monetize. And so the current vendor reports and landscapes are really where we're going to capture a lot of what's moving the needle for Gen AI. However, we also want to expand and cover some of the innovation, and that's taking place through second-tier vendors, startups, OpenAI, Anthropic, those types of providers, as well as different vendors like Meta that have a play there, are participating and investing. And so we're launching a new cloud and software Gen AI market landscape to expand the aperture and include those types of vendors, because their innovation does have a meaningful impact on the space, and it's what's driving AWS and the big hyperscalers to invest billions to run those services for end customers. We're also looking to expand the ecosystem coverage that we started in 2023. So going deeper as more vendors on the cloud side look to expand into and really grow their partner strategy, their alliance strategy, working with SIs and other ISV partners to both develop new innovation as well as bring that to market. And then lastly, on the customer research side, starting to get some feelers and feedback around use cases for Gen AI, as well as those things that continue to drive cloud investment, what those are, how they're getting started, how they're looking at evolving their use of new technology throughout the year. And so that'll be through the infrastructure and platforms and applications customer research that we start to get some of those leading indicators for what's going to occur going forward.